I'm still praying for my calling, but I can't find it. And I've been rapping about 2 decades, so I guess that'll keep on rhyming. And I'm in the word more often, but I can't down the watch sinking. God timing, but it got me vibing.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
On the floor for Portland, Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's clinging in at the pivot table and manning the middle. Take a look at the Warriors. And their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see the not just second win in the group portion.
They have to love the position they are in. A chance to get to 2-0 at home. Tonight is a massive game for them in the Cup.
And then, when you talk about Portland, after losing the first game of this group play, you get the sense this team knows what they're up against.
Oh, no question. The message in the locker room should be relatively simple. Leave everything you have out there on the floor.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. You're right, he was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition will...
Used to have a loud with no filter. Lab it now, bring them down, would be so off kilter. It was so cold, I could...
Ooh, poked away. Stolen by MP. On the clock. Oh, my goodness! Wow! Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? You take a look at the Warriors. They won their first group stage game. A nice beginning to their NBA Cup journey.
Well, they have a tremendous opportunity tonight. A 2-0 start means they are on their way to the knockout round. Having this game at home is big.
And now checking out how the Trailblazers are doing. This is such an important game for them. Losing their first group stage game, they have to win tonight.
Yeah, and it will not be easy. They're on the road, staring down a 0-2 start in the Cup. And that second loss pretty much eliminates you from advancing.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out again. Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain that. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. And here's Ivy from the arc. He's clinging.
You gotta bend some, you win it in, but never get out of a system. Why can't you bother you get alone? Because you've been too old, skin and bone. Cling to the innocent, none of your own. Find the widest the gate and the broadest the road to destruction. This fate, but an interruption, never did you function. Thinking of a substance, cause your life has no substance. Finding you another when you follow in abundance. Done listening to me every time I think I know what
Full 24-second shot clock. So it's Portland now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'm cleaning in. Used to be living in evil, but I never want to do it again. All I do but be what I see today. Every little sheet getting better. Straight, right, consider things. Mental people say we should get them help. Not put them on display. People that you follow, leading you to the slaughter. If you wanna be, I know.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Abdia. Jaden Ivey is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Sharp, and it's Klingon in at the 5. And with this being the second game in the NBA Cup group stage, this is a pivotal contest for each of these teams.
Yeah, in this group format, Game 2 carries enormous weight. So this is far more than just your normal regular season contest. This has more of a playoff feel.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Now here's Sharp. Yet to see a basket. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by MP.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Pass to Kajemski from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And they're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
Here's Henderson. Takes a 3.
I'm over this whole game, but I'm here for the whole thing. Comes with a 10 ass, now I'm out for the right thing. Won't get over this dream, try to me off of my ass. Same, I am not on your team. It's the angels versus the demons. Someone will realize what we're going to find out just what our team is.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are different.
They give their team like they won't play. Some of them mask on to cover their faces. Embarrassment, their team pride just never replaces. Go to that first pitch, crack went out to the field. Where the demon said, grab the first in no field. Ball hits the back wall, everyone dies a field.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. We've got Scoot Henderson, Donovan Klingon out there with Eddie Abdia. Then there's Ivy, and it's Sharp, and it's small forward. You look at the...
Now I'm back with the home team. Won't get over the shame. Try throwing me off of my game. Told him won't be the same. I am not on your team.
Go. Full 24-second shot clock. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up to Portland. Taking a look at Golden State. They won their first group stage game. A nice beginning to their NBA Cup journey.
Yeah, they want to keep that momentum from their first Cup game going. They're at home. That always helps. This is a massive game for them if they want to advance.
And now checking out how the Trailblazers are doing. This is such an important game for them. Losing their first group stage game, they have to win tonight.
Yeah, and it will not be easy. They're on the road, staring down a 0-2 start in the Cup. And that second loss pretty much eliminates you from advancing.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. They've got Shaden Sharp, Abdia out there with Donovan Klingon. Then there's Ivy, and it's Henderson, in at the 1. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, and
I don't know if you heard of me. I've been lost for eternity. The world in all its obscurity. Am I ready to go? Certainly.
1:51 left in the first quarter. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And for these teams, tonight's game will count not only towards their regular season record, but also as their second game of NBA Cup group play.
A higher level of attention. All these games nationally televised, so how will players perform with the light shining brightly?
On the floor for Portland, Avdia out there with Jaden Sharp. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's clinging into the center. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got...
I don't know if you've heard of me. I've been lost for eternity. Nowhere beyond into obscurity. Am I ready to know certainly?
And Black over to help. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Ivey's out there with Scoot Henderson. Then the Sharp, then it's Denny Avdia, and it's clinging in at the 5, down low.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Sharp. Can they get it? The rebound by Austin. Austin's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Out to the right wing. It's Pajemski on the wing. Another three for Golden State.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pajemski's gone 3 for 3. Perfect so far from long range. Kuminga against Ivey. To the middle. Here's Quick.
All praise to the Most High. I'm walking by faith, but he poked me in both eyes. Tell me you were new while rapping in more rhymes, no more lies. You let tails fly like nose dives. Born again, yes, blessed with both eyes. Though I didn't feel blessed, broke, eating cold fries. Then I chose to die, that's no surprise. Not many sober nights, just lit overnight.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Pass to Ivey. Good defense by MP.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And the buzzer sounds, and the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Sharp and Grant are out on the wings. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Park in at the center, locking down the middle. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Clock is at 3. Three-pointer Sharp. It's rebounded by Golden State. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Really, just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Alan, thanks for the update. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here at the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Drills it from deep. Austin's got 28 points for the game.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Sharp is on the wing, and he'll be paired with Grant. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Park in at the 5 down low.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
And now let's swing it over to Allie Laporte on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points. He put up double digits in 3 categories. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
I've been a slave. I am not. Devil tries to lock me in the chains. I am not.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Warriors.
And that one is good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Portland. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Grant the pass to Lowry. Here's Park. Defended by Richard.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the court. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Sharp sets the pick for Lowry. To the inside, Mark, and finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to Porter, and stolen by Eason. And here's Sharp. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Richards got his 5th rebound in this one. And MP moves it down home.
Oh, man, MP to beat the young again.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Portland's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now, here's Grant. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And that one's good by Porter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, don't forget about the scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And he makes that one. MP's got 38 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside Lowry. Warriors with the rebound. Richards got his 6th rebound on the night.
He is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And here's MP for 3. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 41.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now, here's Sean. Looking to end the run. Eason gets a wide-open look. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Golden State's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter with 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Count that bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Trailblazers on offense. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
On the wing, Porter. Launches a 3, and another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. The Trailblazers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Up top Sharp, defended by Moody. Shot clock at 5. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Klingon.
Spiritual warfare. I hear all the demons, I feel when they come down. I step with a father, I step with my Jesus, fall when I feel fear. Step with the kingdom, you better believe it. Look at my eyes, you know that I mean it. I can feel real on my chest, I be beating. What comes to the devil, you know he defeated.
And they're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
On the court right now for Portland. Denny Avdia out there with Donovan Klingon. Then there's Ivy, then there's Scoot Henderson, and it's Sharp in at the 3, small forward. As the season reaches full speed, RJ, how do players approach the game differently, you think, if at all?
I say the approach stays the same, but you have more data and video to prepare with. So you have to...
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays. Courtesy of AT&T. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Lays it up and banks it in. Henderson got his first points in this one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Austin with a bucket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
MP against Henderson. The rebound by Austin. MP's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And the Trailblazers shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Sharp, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot.
And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. The host, the Denver Nuggets. Yet another bucket.
And here we go again. Another spectacular night for him.
You love the challenge he's taking on, don't you? Trying to reach the fifth most 50-point games in a single season. I mean, just incredible. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, it was obvious.
I thought that what we got was just forever. Tonight I'm I know you treat you out crazy, crazy. I just wanna see you. I'm sorry for all the tears I caused you for me. I know it's right now.
Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Tari Eason clinging out there with Avdia. Then there's Jaden Ivey, and it's Henderson and a point guard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Now here's Ivey. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Puts up a three. The rebound by MP. Austin's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. McBride on the double team. Avdia finds Ivey. Out left to the wing. Left side Eason. Shot clock at 6. Henderson outside. Over MP. Henderson misses.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Back to MP. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 56 in the game.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
McBride on the double team. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Henderson outside. They can't stop the run with that one. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second. Ivey with the ball. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Clinging with a screen. Pass to Henderson. Over MP. No good. Would have counted had it gone. MP getting it done for the Warriors. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. Back after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Golden State Warriors.
They've done a really good job of freeing up the shooters.
Yeah, with how they shot the three, the driving range wide open in the second half.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
Well, looking at the Warriors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Kuminga is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Nick Richards. Then it's MP. And it's Porter in at the 2. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes. Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Henderson finds Charter. Henderson against MP. The 3. Henderson misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Austin with a bucket.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Here's Ivy. And Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Nba2k26 and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, being the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington, but Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Becker. Better answer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Nice, Richard.
Pass to Klingon. That one goes in. Klingon got 6 points in the quarter.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
It's Pajemski on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Drains the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
You can see that this is how dominant Klingon can be. And when he's hot like this, it's wise to keep feeding.
What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Henderson for three. The rebound by Alston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Back to Porter from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Porter's got 23.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. Thank the law.
And they're running. Ball's going up the court. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Playing it up top. Henderson outside. Looking to end the run. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kuminga. Again, Golden State.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Ooh, ripped away. MP outside. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Sharp passes to Henderson. The three ball. Sharp, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then tee up.
No problems knocking that one down. Kajemski's got 14.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
MP, the pass to Richards. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, BA.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stat for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into...
He swipes the ball away again.
And I can't believe what he's doing on defense. I mean, just racking up steals.
He just tied for the 4th most steals in a game ever.
Yeah, Kuminga will look for any opportunity to throw it down.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Basket's good. Henderson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
The Trailblazers have got 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Henderson. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And some changes here for the Warriors. Gordon, he's checked in for Richards. Black comes in for Kajemski. And it's Buchan in for Kuminga. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Portland again missing.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
From deep, MP.
In the kingdom, there is a redeemer. In my Father's house is a place for me. I'm a child of God.
Here's Henderson. He's got 9. We've got Aaron Gordon. Black is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And Portland has possession. Host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Here's Porter, and again another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The Trailblazers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Henderson, no one around him. No good again that time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
A 3 from MP. And the Warriors, another 3.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
And for Portland, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third. Here's Klingon. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally. He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Henderson against Alston, looking to get back on track here. Back to Henderson, down to 5 on the shot clock. Henderson with another miss.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
That's in the tray. Gordon's got 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now, here's Avdia. Nothing on the board, and that one's good by Henderson.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
A 3 from MP, and the Warriors, another 3.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
1:29 left to play here in the third. Now, here's Sharp. Black defending. Pass to Klingon. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Golden State moving it around. Bucket with the bucket.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Avdia, he's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Henderson outside.
One minute left to play in the third. Aaron Gordon is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's MP, then it's Anthony Black, and it's Bofkin in at the 2. That's the Warriors 5.
Well, look, you're going to get bumps and bruises playing in this league. Henderson with a great finish through the contact. Clear the deck! Wow! Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Sharp. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Pass to Klingon. Clock at 6. Now here's Ivy. Tightly guarded. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Alston pass to Porter. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Here's Klingon. Back to Sharp. Apia from outside. Counted from distance.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Plus he wrote the sequel. Can't tell you a thief in the night, but we don't be peeping alive.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Changes here for the Warriors. Richards is checked in for Sharp, and MP subbed in for McBride. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA standard?
Well, look, PA, skill level has never been higher.
Look, no, you don't.
These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's play.
On the court right now for Portland. Denny Avdia out there with Sharp. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Henderson. And it's Ivy in at the 2.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Yeah, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. So go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just a triple-double. It's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Good. He hits again.
He just knocked 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. And it's the Blazers with the ball. Henderson outside.
Ricky. Rose on the track. Yeah.
20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Sharp. And it's off from three-point range. MP looking around. And the Warriors, another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected.
11 steals, 2 blocks.
But he is on a mission.
So we see the Warriors taking the game.
11 steals, 2 blocks. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. $11 steals, 2 blocks. I would have got more blocks and more steals. So.
And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win.
All right, I'm gonna go.